Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Sunday. I hope you're doing amazing. We're going to begin and pull from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck and then move on to some tarot per usual. So let's jump right into it and see what we're beginning with. To begin for this upcoming Sunday. Okay, power coming out, love, and leadership. Okay, as well as abundance, great energy. There's a sense of you being reminded of where the power lies within your energy, your ability. To achieve, to exist, to inspire, and to transform is what I'm getting. And that transformation, that power of which is existing and being reminded to you within and outside of you. Beautiful. Good beginning, but it feels like it could be another kind of day, excuse me if I could speak, where you're thinking about lightning striking on a situation, a tower moment, if you will, within your control. It could be you hoping for that kind of change that's potentially out of your control, just wanting it to come to be. I feel like it's a situation that for whatever reason makes you nervous, but Spirit's also saying even when you're feeling nervous due to certain factors, whether it's your habits, the way you're feeling for whatever reason, it could be, energy, spirituality, a situation. I'm hearing other people. You're still powerful in one, if not multiple other ways. While you're feeling a bit uncomfortable or nervous. Remember, your power also lies within the awareness, the ability to adapt in regards to where your control lies. If there's something that annoys you or makes you uncomfortable, or you just simply can't control it for whatever reason, don't allow for yourself to focus on it, to get frustrated once again or annoyed, or let it have that power over you. Realign your focus, right? And your awareness all the meanwhile. Think twice about where you put your energy throughout this day when it comes to small moments and occurrences and difficulties, but love. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a day where you're loving what you're doing for the most part throughout the day, and Spirit saying this is good. You need to recognize that your self-love is adding to and potentially the lack of self-love at certain points is taking away from the quality of your work, the quality of your interactions, how you're feeling overall, naturally. But it's a Sunday where you're reminded of that. I am getting very Sunday vibes from this imagery, this card in general. Speaking upon things just feeling very Sunday-like. Love floating around in the air and people just feeling good. And then when they're not, just keep your distance. And when you're not, just do what you know best at this point along your path to bring love back into the situation, to feel good, period. But this day also reminds you that you're a true leader within in your own individual way. You could be viewing and thinking about reflecting upon potentially the leadership quality within one other person, whether they're from your recent days and you're not wrapped up with them throughout this Sunday, or you could be, for whatever reason, wrapped up with them throughout this day. But I feel like as well you're thinking about a leader from your distant past, somebody who influenced you, affected you in a positive sense and helps you grow, helps you achieve potentially. But I also sense that Spirit's saying the leader that you're embodying, that you're exuding, the way you're helping other people and being an example throughout this day, there's a sense of you becoming more of which in the future in different ways. That growth and transformation taking place. And so they're saying when that comes to be, you'll feel even more powerful. But it's a day where you're being reminded through it all to follow your North Star, to keep these stars sparkling within your eyes. Okay, very interesting. But I also feel like there's thoughts about potentially speaking about conversations about the universe, spirituality, astrology, stuff of that nature, dreams. I was talking about that yesterday with somebody at my serving job. But you may be reminded the stars are aligning for you. There's a sense of Spirit working to your advantage, even if you're somebody like myself, where you are occasionally or currently consistently spiritually messed with. Doesn't mean there aren't other spirits, or even that same spirit helping you at certain other points. The backing up is what I'm hearing. But abundance. They're saying don't expect this to be, you might already not be expecting it to be a perfect day, but it feels like a very successful, powerful kind of day where there's blossoming taking place in, I feel like, more than one way. And you're going to be reminded of how far you've come, but abundance is the last of the four. So I really feel like it's a day where, with another flower imagery, you're seeing things grow and prosper for you. You're gaining opportunity throughout this day, whether it's for the future more so, whenever that lies for you, or it could be throughout this day. Bear with me as I said the word core. And that's going to help you gain this or that and see things work out for you more so. But I feel like you can't help but think about where you could be, what you could be achieving otherwise. But Spirit's saying, remember the present moment and the beauty, the power that lies within staying grounded in that present existence, because you may miss where you are down the line more than you expect at this point. There may be something you might miss at this point, and you're just going to feel good about honoring the present moment, who and whatever is currently surrounding you or that you're wrapped up with. You'll feel good about it once you exit that situation, that moment, or you accomplish whatever it is for you, right? They're saying that's abundance in and of itself. So yeah, with that said and done, feeling like, again, power is the overall energy of this day. Let's move on to some tarot. We also have wisdom at the bottom. You may be viewed at by several people online, in person, people who are thinking about you at a distance, even if you don't feel like or end up connecting with them. Being viewed as very wise, all right? You may also think about how other people, or one other person specifically, is wise as well, or you might be thinking about the lack of wisdom lying within somebody else. So be it. Let's move on to, let's do the Gills of Tarot. Let's do some shuffling. When you feel the intuitive guidance or the push from Spirit, or even the pullback from Spirit, rather, to stay within your own lane, please trust that and act upon it in that sense, or don't act upon it depending on what the situation entails, because it may be imperative that you just keep to yourself, potentially bite your tongue, all right, at one if not multiple points. And I'm hearing you know yourself best. This day reminds you of that. Okay, look at that. They are all lining up with each oracle card. I feel like your powerful, passionate confidence is coming into play, your boldness in your ability to do what you do, and at times hold back and be an example once again. But the Empress and the Power card, there's a powerful way about how you help people, again, being that leader. But there's a powerful beginning, embarking upon something special for you that will leave you with certain difficulties, but more abundance and success is abundance. More positives than negatives, all right? More positives than difficulties. And I feel like Spirit's saying everything previous to this day and throughout it is leading up to whatever you're hoping to, thinking about, or just simply being prepared if you're not aware of it to begin, right? To embark upon once again. But I feel like your caring nature is coming into play, and that leaves you being viewed at and feeling more powerful all the meanwhile. I also feel like they're reminding you to take care of yourself, again, to nourish your well-being and the power within. That'll leave you feeling 10 times better, and the ability will grow to be able to take care of this and that, to balance things out and help other people to lead all the meanwhile. But the Love card pairing with the Queen of Cups beautifully, because I feel like there's, I'm hearing self-nourishment, watering of what's important or just feels necessary. I'm getting the word obligation. The love that you're pouring into a situation in even small ways, I want to say, even if you're not fully realizing that you're doing it in the moment, is really adding a level of quality and improvement to the energy of that situation, whether it's a connection, a job, a living situation, reminding you the power that lies within you to affect things for the positive, for the better or for the worse, right? And I feel like you're just going to be beaming at certain points throughout this day, whether it's somebody compliments you, you accomplish something successfully, you feel that support from Spirit, potentially from other people or one person in particular, you help somebody and that feels good. You're just connecting with people efficiently. I love it. You maybe are feeling very attractive and very well, again, taken care of, but well carried. Okay, I feel like Spirit's carrying you forward to an extent, but the way you're carrying yourself is making you feel this glow, enhance, or come to be. Love it. The Seven of Swords pairing with the Leadership card, because I feel like it's a day where you are simply being reminded of, at times, leadership comes with the pros and the cons, the positives and the negatives. Okay, the connecting and the distancing, but I feel like all the meanwhile, this does entail you being a bit secretive at certain points, not being able to spill the beans or update people 24/7, whether it's in regards to your plans, what you were informed of, or the situation's future, or even what you're intuitively and or spiritually picking up on at this time or previously. But I feel like there's something about you being reminded that, again, following your North Star, trusting your intuition and selectively what Spirit's informing you of, is not meant to be shouted to the world, right? So when you feel the inclination to share too much about what your next plans are, about what you're following, guided towards, what you're preparing for even, I would say this is one of those moments to bite your tongue, or to just kind of change the subject. Or guide yourself towards something else a bit more productive or safer in that sense. Because Spirit's saying keeping it to yourself is going to be imperative at this time. We don't need your confidence being adjusted or people to chime in, or for things to be changed as far as the course of how things are meant to proceed. But as we're getting quite wordy here, I also feel like you're being reminded leadership involves at times people to disassociate from because they're not to be trusted. But moving on to the Ten of Wands going with the Abundance card. Very interesting, right? But I feel like there's a situation potentially throughout this day that's heavy in energy, heavy in obligation potentially, opportunity even. But whether it's feeling heavy in that moment or not, there's abundance to be gained, to be experienced. You could be more so reflecting upon this from the previous days once again. But I feel like Spirit's saying, even with the heavy aspects of your day-to-day life, your path in general, you're meant to gain this abundance because you're protected, you're backed up, and you're meant to see things work out for you even more so moving forward. Again, remember the confidence that lies within, but more importantly, I mean, think about how many times we mentioned the word power, powerful. This is a day that reminds you of the power that lies within you, the love that you deserve, the leadership that you embody, that you're meant to experience in this lifetime, and the abundance, once again, that you deserve. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you next time.